Marifelt winning Derry was very, very memorable. 12 points to 11 against the Glen. First title since 1978, but it's as much for Danny Heveren's interview as anything else. There's incredible emotion.
Yeah, I was only catching up on this was last week that as regards how novel an occasion it was. There was a brilliant interview actually Carol Kane and the Irish News did with the last Marifelt captain, Mickey Niblock, who be a father of David Niblock, who used to play for the Cork footballers, and it just kind of captured the sense for both clubs, Marifelt and Glen, how much of a big opportunity this was, because you think Ballinderry and then Slaughtneil have kind of dominated over the last couple of years, and then I suppose when you're not at the game, you just get a sense of kind of what it means when you see these clips. And that interview from Danny Heverin is really quite amazing in the sense that at the start of the interview, he's kind of capturing, the far-reaching implications of this and what it's going to mean for them down the line. And then at the end, he's just bringing it back to kind of something very personal, talking about his mother in the last couple of minutes. And the fact that, I suppose, the game ended such drama, the Glen on the attack, have a shot, and the referee blows the full-time whistle.
As the ball is sailing over.
And like a team wins by a point. So for the way that, the crowd was massive, I think it was just under 10,000, which is incredible, really.
I think anyone who hasn't seen that Danny Heverin interview, just Google or put his name into Twitter. He was just saying he was praying to his mammy that she would help see them through it. So it was brilliant stuff, really, really brilliant. And
obviously Thomas Niblock, the interviewer from BBC Northern Ireland, is from there, and he was kind of pretty well. I think the fact that you could see how emotional he was interviewing him as well, I think that probably added to it. And just massive achievement for them.
Yeah. Conor Glass was named on the bench for the Glen, and for anyone who doesn't know, he's been down in the AFL the last couple of years, and I think last year there was a stage or maybe 2 years ago, he was named on the bench, but it just seemed to be like a token thing, really. He did the warm-up, but contractually with the AFL he can't come on. I think it's a bit of an own goal to name him, because all the talk is, we'll have Conor Glass, we'll have him, and like even Declan Bogue was saying, he tweeted at half-time, Marifelt ahead 9-5, winning the midfield battle hands down, in case of emergency break Conor Glass onto the field. I think it's a bit of an own goal to have that talk going around, and it's a disappointment when he doesn't play.
I wonder, is it a thing that maybe you're trying to get inside the heads of the opposition? Because I suppose it's changed so much from about, I suppose the originals were the likes of Ty Kennedy, weren't they, and Zach Toohey coming home every year. And then in recent years, then it seems to have changed. The big one last year being when Mark O'Connor played for Dingle and Mark Kieran Donaghy, and Geelong were completely unaware of it until 24 hours later. And as he said himself, he got into a little bit of bother over it, So I think it's now got to a stage, some of these guys are getting so established in the AFL that they just can't really take the chance in kind of playing them. So I don't know, maybe that was it. Maybe like you name him on the programme, and then Maher felt kind of wondering, are they going to spring him, are they not? But the fact that it was a 1-point defeat, the fact that it was so big for Glen trying to win this, and the fact that they didn't play him, you'd imagine it was never probably a runner. So, because obviously in that tight of game, you're definitely going to bring on a guy of his quality to try and get you over the line.
To bring him on, you're like, he'll make the difference now. But Shane Heverin top scored for Marifelt with 5 points. 4 of them were frees. Obviously, as I said, the referee blowing it up near the end was, as much and all as people are trying to be magnanimous and say, well, look, the better team won anyway, that really wouldn't matter to me now. If you had a shot sailing over the bar, I know the referee doesn't have to necessarily continue a play because the team is on the attack. If time is up, it's up. But you'd be fairly annoyed at that.
Yeah, I think there's a natural way for a game to end, and when a team is on the attack or a team has the ball inside of 45, that just doesn't seem kind of the right way to do it. I suppose we're just going on the reports, but it is interesting the way the consensus seems to be, because sometimes you've seen these situations and it's a massive controversy, but everyone who's at the game seems to be putting the caveat that Maher felt were the better team, despite the way that the game ended in such kind of drama.
There's some great pen picks, like the player profiles in the match programme. I'll run through a couple of them. Obviously the Maher felt lads were having a bit of crack. So Conor Mansell, he had his occupation as a ventriloquist. Just a couple of more. There's a fine art dealer, head of security for One Direction, a teddy bear repair, golf ball diver. There was a good one here from comic book illustrator, children's party entertainer. So that's a sheep shearer. So really were.
So they clearly were relaxed before the game, after having a bit of crack with that, and obviously paid off getting the result.
Danny Heverin, his earliest sporting memory, getting kicked on the leg playing in an under-8 splits, wasn't happy, and then the biggest influence on his career, looking for that lad that kicked me. So a bit of crack there, worth checking out online.